Well, hello there, welcome back to another episode of Genshin Impact. Last time we actually finished Act 3 of Chapter 4, in which we were sent down into the Fortress of Meripede by Teyvet to help him out, figure out where the child is, because Teyvet's being pressured by Alekino. And so we are down here to investigate and, made some progress getting to know what happens. Also meeting up with Linny and the House of Hearth kids in order to, help us, and us helping them as well, which probably isn't a good idea because they're Vatuian and they're probably going to do bad stuff to us and the nation. However, that's fine. And we also started Act 4 of Chapter 4, in which basically we're just continue our exploration in the Fortress of Meripede. We have a really good lead on where the child might be, so we need help from Fremine. And of course we're currently helping out Linny because he wants to see this unknown forbidden zone, which we suspect might have something to do with Sigwin, who knows. But yeah, that's basically what's going on so far. So let's just keep going. Let's just keep going in this act. We have a little bit of ways to go because we just started this act, so it's probably gonna be a long video. Not long video, it's gonna be a long act, I feel, because we have to solve the issues. We have to figure out everything here and report back to Alekino and Teyvet.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death!
Did I say something I shouldn't have? To Sigwin. Oh yeah, remember, we just left Sigwin, because we faked that we were having some stomach issues just so that we can suss out what was going on in that area.
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now! Paimon talked with Sigwin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
We're really off track though. There were still a few weird things about the place. That movable hatch on the ground, as well as the questions Sigwin asked Lorvine. And also, we were already talking about their meds before we walked in. Oh, and was Lorvine and Jure's argument genuine, or just putting on a show? Come on, hear me out. Hear me out, bud.
You really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Linny.
Over the next few days, you and Paimon work at your stage as normal during your shift. However, you manage to find opportunity to write keywords relating to your suspicions on a piece of a paper. Indeed. Oh, they gave us time to read that. Thank you. I did not have time last time. Or last episode, I should say. You managed to pass a slip to a busy Lynette. As she passed by, her disguise is impeccable and she didn't even look at you or change her expression as she pockets the information. And finally, the promised 9th day arrives. I don't know, we're doing a lot of text. I feel like they're lazy to go through the story and so they just go boom, 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 boom.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Linny.
We're just getting a face full of questing happen. Oh, I didn't do my dailies today. Oh wait, no, I did do my dailies today, but I collected it differently because of the new daily system. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's okay. Don't ignore this. Ignore these. Don't look at those. I'm done with my dailies. Okay. Go to the production zone and search for Linny. The appointed day has come. You and Paimon go to the production zone. Linny will be waiting for you there. Kind of like something I've noticed. The chest quest chain rewards. There's no anything special. Usually if it's the last quest, they will give you something special. For example, a constellation item. One of these guys. So that's a good way of judging when we're at the final point of the quest. Maybe not the final video, but the final point of the quest line,
Oh.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to helping you. Well, you might not be, but I may.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
I mean, I literally was thinking of the word. I was like, Scaramouche did redeem himself. That's not the word I was looking for. I had the word in my mind, but I literally just forgot about it. Redeemed himself? Yeah, I guess we'll go with that because it means the same thing. Scaramouche did redeem himself through the powers of Archon and a lot. So you know, there's still time, Linny. There's still time for me to forgive you. However, you know, you're still working with Alekino, and her business in Fontaine is not over yet, you know? So I'll be chill with you after we see what happens. But before that, who knows? Arlecchino might blow up in Fontaine. Again, doesn't seem like she would be the type of person who would, but we have to be suspicious of helping him out because helping him out helps Allecchino out, in which who knows what she would do. She might be the freaking next Dottore, you know? So like we gotta be suspicious.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
I feel like Lynette might run into trouble for some reason. I have a feeling. Oh yes, we heard that too.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm having some thoughts about Lynette being in trouble for some reason. I don't know. I need to save this girl. I think. Oh, this is the way, right? This is the way. Yeah. No, I'm not saying anything. Okay, thanks. Like he might say something like, "Oh my gosh, freaking this girl got dragged around."
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could you have found a lead and left to follow it?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
I'm getting a call. Gotta end it here, gotta end it here. It's all good now. Hopefully everything all good. Now we put back up my timer for the. I always get calls, guys. You guys wondering like, oh my god, this guy gets so much calls. It must be like super important business calls, interviews. Let me just say, I'm sitting here playing Genshin Impact and recording it to post on YouTube. That should kind of give you an idea of, yeah, these calls aren't really business matter related. Unfortunately, I wish they were, but they're just a lot of personal stuff. But anyways, I say it like I'm getting like a divorce and I'm like talking to lawyers. So that's not. It's all good. It's all good. All right, so let's investigate here. So Lynette's gone. The first thing I want to check if this is open. No, we could investigate there, but let's go here first. I knew something suspicious happened to Lynette. I don't know. I just feel like Lynette's just a target of trouble. People just want to mess with Lynette. She's one of those characters that people just want to mess with. We've already seen her history. She's been messed with a bunch, so I feel like that'll keep on happening. Unfortunately for her. Because she hasn't really done anything that bad.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sijwin would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
No, I kind of think it's because she's a Melusine. We already kind of figured out that Melusines have a lot of are very different from humans. So I mean, it would make sense that she has those words to help her with her work. You know, I don't think it's just because she's a nurse she has those. I think it's because she's a Melusine. I'm on Paimon on this one.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in, except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
But this bed is still unmade.
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Oh no, that's not a good sign. Can people just stop messing with Lynette? I mean, come on. Why is it always Lynette? I say always Lynette. Honestly, she has only really been messed up 0 times. At least so far that we've seen. But according to Linny's story about like how they became under the House of Hearth people, yeah, she was really messed with during the that time. But anyways, last investigation.
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Linny leaves down and get close to the movable hatch and it starts
The
something.
space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Oh, we panicking. You look at Linny's face, definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic, he probably said it subconsciously more to himself than anyone else. I mean, let's just say it. She's been kidnapped. Perhaps.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Writhsley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Worcestershire. So Linny is thinking Worcestershire may have kidnapped Lynette. Honestly, I haven't even thought about him being a bad guy. But it could make sense. It just confused me of why he would be a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, why would Sigewinne be a bad guy too? I don't know. But, like, it kind of doesn't make sense why either of them would be a bad guy. Because at least we know that Worcestershire doesn't really have motives against Nivelette. And the whole reason why we're down here is to help Nivelette. Well, okay, maybe not Linny, but us, you know? Oh, okay, wait, that makes sense. So, yeah, of course Worcestershire wouldn't have anything against us. But he might have stuff against the Fatui because they're messing around to look for, like, the Gnosis or whatever. Okay, it kind of makes sense why Worcestershire would be against Linny. But not us. I think we're fine. Worcestershire should not really be against us. But I guess since we're helping Linny, then in turn we have to help. So complicated. Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Writhsley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's literally what I just said. Worcestershire shouldn't really be sus about us. He may have knew that we were faking it, and in which case he probably did know. Because again, we're helping Nivelette, and Worcestershire kind of has a good relationship with Nivelette. Worcestershire might actually have bad relationships with the Fatui, whether that be Alekina or a child or whatnot. But yeah, basically just kind of, yep.
You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulette, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhsley. We're a completely different story, though.
Wait, I just said that. Lynette, or Linny, why are you trying to say what I'm saying? Why are you repeating what I'm saying? Why did he only go after Lynette? I mean, go after Lynette. I mean, let's be honest here. She's the best person to target. You target her, freaking, you get everybody coming after. Because yeah, of course, Linny and Freminet are gonna follow Lynette. If Linny was taken, then, you know, he seems like the strongest out of the three. So, you know, he might be able to handle the situation by himself. But getting Lynette, that just draws everybody. You know, that's a really good strategy. It might even draw the knave. Who knows?
I'd like to know that too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means... The fact that Freminet was able to leave the grounds, could Writhsley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Freminet leave like that?
I get it now. I personally don't, but the Traveler gets it, so let the Traveler talk. He deliberately made both of them disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Freminet. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Writhsley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. Freminet is on a mission, but technically he hasn't returned yet, so we're thinking that Worcestershire let him go on purpose because Worcestershire is super smart, and so that may have led to similar to Lynette's situation where Lynette was kind of let into the infirmary on purpose so that she would be kidnapped. So Freminet might be kidnapped. But why would you kidnap both? You only really need to kidnap one of the people, then the other two people will follow. But anyway, calm down, Lenny.
Don't be like this, Linny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Risley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill. Lenny! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him.
Psych! I'm going back in. Interesting. I have no idea where Siegeween was. Maybe back here? Maybe? I'm not sure. Seems like Siegeween is in on it, which would make sense. But I actually don't know. I actually don't know exactly what she's in on it, right? But like, I don't know who, like, what's her objective? What's her goal? You know? Is it also to disrupt Fatui? Like Worcestershire?
He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
I think Wisely's office is in the middle here. I think I've been in here accidentally a few times. You know what? It's a great time to get my welfare meal for the day. Oh, by the way, do I still have my welfare meal from yesterday? For some reason, it like disappeared out of my inventory. Oh, yeah, it disappears. I did not use it. You guys saw me get it a few videos ago. Did not use it. If you don't use it, it gets it disappears. So you have to use it. Also, I might not even be at the right level. I might not even know. Wait, did I just go backwards? Oh gosh. Okay.
Take it easy.
Yeah, so you have to use it every day. Oops. That's, I think, the entrance to the warden's office. And yeah, we have to use our welfare meal every day. Oh, that's lame. That's lame. I want to stack them up. But I guess we can't stack them up. We have to use them every day. But yeah, I'm not sure what Siegeween's goals are. Obviously, she has two people, which is perfect because those two people probably spread fake rumors and stuff. You won't win a prize just because you bought the ticket, but you'll never win a prize if you never buy a ticket. Gamble! That's basically what that's saying. And we got this. Ooh, not suspicious. That's pretty good. So yeah, they're in on it. They probably spread fake rumors so that people are less suspicious of them being like bad people. Which is pretty smart. So yeah, they're in on it. But again, what are they in on? I'm not exactly sure. We know that they're not exactly bad people, but they're seem to be plotting something against seemingly Fatui. Lynette, Lenny, you know, all those people. But I don't exactly know what the goal is, you know? Or not yet, at least.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
What are Lynette and Fremine?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean... You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
We gotta get a chance to talk. Okay, good. So it seems like interesting. This whole plan was to get Worcestershire needed to get some blackmail in order to drag Alekino down to the prison to talk with her. Why do people want to talk with her? I don't understand. Farina wanted to. Now Worcestershire wants to. Like, what's the big deal here? I don't get it. I don't get it. She's a heartbringer. She can't be good news, right? Surely she can't be good news. But apparently Worcestershire thinks that she's good news for some reason. And what else? Oh, I think I had something else to say. Yeah, but like, why? That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't like Arlecchino be able to like just slice him into little bits? Isn't that what she does to people who mess with her children, essentially? Kind of seems like a weird move on Worcestershire's part. But he must have a good reason. What that reason is, still don't really know. But also, he's not a big fan of us investigating this Forbidden Zone. So it seems like Forbidden Zone seems like it exists. Also, Linny is an idiot, and he just freaking blew the entire plan. Just told Worcestershire the entire plan. Kind of lame on his part. And yeah, apparently he let Child escape. Now, I'm questioning, Child escape, why didn't he come back to us? You know, to get his vision back or whatever. Why didn't he go back to Arlecchino so that she knows that he's all good? Why didn't he just leave and not tell anybody? Freaking if he did, we wouldn't be down here, so maybe that's his first story development. So I think that's strange, right? What else? Yeah, very strange. So I guess our mission down here is kind of like pointless now. We just go up and like we can literally just leave right now and go and tell Neuvillette. Alright, report this to the Knave. And yeah, basically what I just described. Worcestershire left Child leave so that Worcestershire can talk with Allecchino. Which again, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing her just because I like her, but like, I mean, kind of doesn't seem like a good idea. Anyways, why do you have to do this? Again, this is what I was wondering. Why does he care? Why does he care so much? I don't understand why both Farina, because it was kind of hinted at that Farina wanted to kind of meet Allecchino, and the reasons were kind of weird. And then now we also have Worcestershire wanting to meet Allecchino, so it's quite strange.
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Oh, I get it. No, that makes sense. The reason why he's doing all this, there's just random people messing with him. I get it now. See, if only I guess what's this? If only the Kujo family, the Kujo clan from Inazuma had the same guess grit non-persuasiveness, or not crumbling down to like things like that. But yeah, essentially, if you think about the whole reason why the Fatui had such strong influence in Inazuma was because they were kind of influencing the Kujo family, and they got power there, and then everything became really bad. And so it makes sense that why Worcestershire would not want the Fatui to really be involved, because like, why are they involved? It can't be anything good. Again, example, Inazuma. And so it would make sense why he would want to meet Alectino, so that he can be like, okay, so what's up? What's going on? What's happening? Right? If Raiden Shogun put her, if she had stepped, or I guess not Raiden Shogun, but if A had stepped her foot down and was like actually gonna be like, okay, let me talk to the people involved, which is at that time was like Signora, right? If she had met her up with her earlier, let's say, then yeah, situation would have been better. But because Raiden Shogun was kind of influenced, or yeah, because A was kind of like, hands off, and then the Kujo family clan were kind of spineless. I guess I'm not really including Sarah in this. I'm including like the other member, not even the other member, that one guy. You know what the guy I'm talking about. But yeah, it makes sense. You know what? I get it. And we're just along for the ride. Please wait. Can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Lenny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Please spare Fremine and Lynette. I mean, wouldn't that disrupt his whole point? My God, what do you mean? What do you mean reconnected the server? No! No, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, no.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Oh, man. That has never happened to me yet. That has not happened to me yet on GeForce Pro or GeForce Now. But I mean, today they were GeForce Pro today actually was saying that my internet connection was pretty poor, which I'm like, okay, that's kind of lame, because like if I can't play for a day, that means that I miss like 75 cents of value, because GeForce Now is a subscription-based service.
You locked him
That's
out.
pretty lame, right? But anyways, yeah, that's the first time. I mean, that has happened multiple times on mobile. But that's the first time it happened on a GeForce Now.
You need to, but
You want to see?
well, I've heard
So that's
that the
kind of lame.
Why did you think?
Because now I have
Was
to
this
spam
the
through all this.
extent?
We've
Mr.
already
Lenny.
seen all this. Where do we leave off? We left off
Instead
at,
of
I want to
us, I
say
gave you a
both
warrant, Mr.
Lynette
Fremine.
and Fremine, right?
6,
Wait, I.
2.
Which is
Time's
interesting, because Fremine hasn't really done
Negotiations have
anything for
broken
us.
down.
Lynette has been pretty... Wait, has Lynette even done anything for us? I don't think Lynette has
You do
done
realize
anything
that
for us.
doesn't
Why
mean you
would
can
we be
just
so
do
nice?
whatever you want. The fortress
Okay,
may
Fortress
be
is a small
and
remote, but it's only $7.
but it
Alright,
still
please
has
spare
its own
Lynette
set
with Fremine.
of
We're back to where we left off.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you working without rest during lunch hour 3rd day, you get a portion of strange meat. Good thing that we already run a thorough investigation in this. Let's see if we can find any clues. I should try to find an answer. Oh, fart me, dude. If we break the rule of the production zone, your welcome meal might contain some strange meat. Regarding the hidden rule production area of the production zone, what is the truth behind one? What happens if you violate? You get strange meat. Yes, okay. Who will see it if you keep? Who would see it if you keep working continuously?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time?
Seems like that's what happened. Sijuin is the one
The Fonta promoter has been struggling. because
Fonta
he
doesn't seem to have to do
recognize
anything
the
with
real
this.
value of
Let's not bother Fonta.
We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Yes, she's the one observing. And then, you know, if you work for 3 days in a row, you get tired. Sijuin can see the tiredness. That's the one. I guarantee it. You know, I'm not bad at the video game. I'm very good at the video game. But let's look at the other one.
Fonta's internal report
That's
suggests-
Fonta. Don't worry.
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans.
Alright, that might be useful, but not now.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company...
Okay, that's Fonta. Okay, let's not worry about that. Let's do this
We
one, which I'm
often see
sure
Miss
it's this
Sijuin-
one. Let's go! Under what circumstance does strange meat appear? Wait a minute. Oh.
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appear rather strange and alien to humans.
Sijuin is dumb. Cause she's a male. Wait, that's mean. Speciesist. She doesn't understand. Maybe strange meat to her is something super invigorating, but for us, it's nasty. So it has to be one of these.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time?
I feel like it's one of these. I'm gonna select this one, but it might be this one. I'm right. Why does strange meat appear the way it
The
does?
research note said
This
that the
one. Got it. Easy. Easy clap. That's it. That's it. Hypothesis, great, let's go! And they say hypothesis, they don't say theory, so this is the correct term of... This is correct. It's not theory, it's hypothesis. They're actually using the correct terminology here. I'm so happy.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared, but in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. Alright, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
The head rule of playing a Pancration Ring, if I remember, if someone tries to support both boxers, you receive a package next morning containing straight blood-colored liquid. We've also done a lot of research on this matter. Let me sift through what I found and come with the correct answer. Okay, this one is the Fonta one. So, if you violate the hidden rule, you'll receive a bag containing strange blood-colored fluid, which again, I mentioned it, but I guess it was pretty obvious at the time, honestly. It's Fonta. Alright, so we are not going to talk about any of the Melusine stuff. We're only going to be looking at the Fonta stuff. At this point, the video is getting a bit long. I'd like to end it here, but honestly, it's fine. Let's just keep going. Let's make this video a bit longer one. Especially since I've talked a lot in this video about other stuff, so I kind of interrupted a lot. Okay. Who sends package? Who sends it?
Fonta's
Okay.
internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fonta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it.
I think it's this one, right? Fonta sends it. But what are the other ones? Let's get a reminder.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons would spend them on Fonta.
I don't think that's relevant yet.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well.
Oh my gosh! No. No, please tell me. No. Oh my, we're ending the video here. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for watching. You're beautiful the way you are. And next time we'll get back to solving Fonta related issues. What the fart, man?